Hey parents, it's me again, and I'm here to tell you to calm down. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry about all this planning, all this homeschooling. Like, you don't have to do all this right away. I remember back when I first started homeschooling my kids, like that first year, that first month. And even before then, like I was trying to plan all this stuff. And guess what? That whole year was a complete disaster. Like, I remember not doing half the shit I wanted to do. Not even close to half. Like, it was pretty much train wreck. And not because of my kids. It was mostly me and my damn planning and thinking, trying to plan everything through and really not getting stuff done. And it was more of me trying to force them and see what everybody else was doing, comparing my kids, comparing myself. And I was freaking exhausted, like really exhausted. And I look back on it and I'm like, we weren't even happy, really. We weren't. And I was going through a lot. Just like you guys are going through a lot, just like I'm still going through a lot. But even though I'm actually going through more stuff right now than I was my first year, I can honestly say I'm so much more calmer and happier and focused than I was back then. Like back then, like freaking still a single mom and still two kids, and I actually had more money back then. But not worrying about what everybody else is doing and worrying about my family made it so much more relaxed and less disorganized, you know? So today's video is basically about calming the hell down, you know? So I wrote some notes, obviously. What I had to do, and again, remember, any of these videos that I do is not trying to tell you what to do, but tell you what I did to help me along the process, what I've learned along the process, you know? So what I had to do after my first year was lower my damn standards, lower my expectations. Like, they was up here, but like we got done like all this stuff down here. Like, we didn't never get up there. Like, I was pressuring not only myself but my kids to meet these freaking guidelines and stuff, and it was stressing us out. And if you're stressed out, your kids are going to feel stressed out, and then they're going to feel that emotion intense, and then it's not going to be fun, and it's just going to be Then remember, when you're at work, you get to leave that freaking anger and crap, all that hate at your work, and then come home and relax. Now that you're homeschooled and and you're probably working at home, everything is in this house. There's no leaving this frustration. At the end of the day, this is where you're going to be. So keep it calm, you know? So what needs to be done is to lower your expectations. Set them actually lower than what you think is realistic. You know what I mean? So, and the reason why is I think of it as like achieve. I put like these 3 points that I usually think about is achieve your expectations, push past your expectations, reach higher than your expectations. So no matter what, you're always moving forward. You know what I mean? Even if you set them a little bit low, at least you know that you're moving forward and progressing, you know? Because why set your whole family up for failure? You're in charge right now. So say if your son knows 1 plus 1, Let's start at 1 plus 0, just to give them that, give them that, you got this. You didn't get this far, but you got 1 plus 0. Now we know we're going to work towards this. You know what I mean? So you just set their expectations a little bit lower, just so they can achieve more and have that accomplishment feeling, even yourself. Because like when you feel like down, oh my gosh, especially nowadays, there's so many things happening and nothing seems to be going your way. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back. Let's give ourselves something to be happy and be proud about ourselves, So set your expectations a little bit lower. A lot bit lower for some of you guys. Achieve those expectations. Push past those expectations and reach higher than those expectations. It's like that is what I freaking live by. Of course, I always sway from it and I'm like, hey, come back. Calm down. You're doing too much. Stop looking at Karen. Stop looking at Diamond. You got this. This is your house. And with that in mind, yes, don't compare yourself to others. And one thing I always teach myself and my kids is winners were once losers. You can never be a winner unless you fail at stuff first. Failing means you get to learn something new. And last thing before this video thing ends is when you are starting homeschooling, I believe that you should be doing certain things before you look for curriculums and schedules and not so much schedule, but like all this buying stuff. There's so much you actually have to get taken care of in your home. So there's these 6 things that I do every freaking year now, even throughout the year, but like I always adjust them sometimes. But I'm going to do other videos about each one, but the 6 things are: number 1, get your family rules and consequences. I think I'm saying that wrong. Anyway, get that together. Your family rules together. It's really important. Then you got to get your night routine, then your morning routine. Important as well. Like, let me tell you. Then meals and snacks. You don't gotta prepare them. Just know what you're gonna do. Outside time. It's a daily thing. Mommy's going crazy. Oh, and my favorite, of course, mommy refresh breaks daily. Or daddy, whoever's doing it. I don't know. But you need your breaks daily. Scheduled breaks. Make sure your kids understand those breaks. All right. Again, I'm going to do videos, hopefully, on like a whole topic of each one, or maybe all of them at one time. I don't know. But family rules, expectations for your kids, so they know why you're yelling, or you're not yelling for no other reason. Nighttime routine, morning routine, meals and snacks, outside time, mommy refresh breaks. All right, those are 6 things that you should be doing before you even be looking for curriculum and buying all this stuff. Because what if that shit don't work? I mean, if you're so hung up on making sure that you have a curriculum, start off with something like free. I started a couple of times when I'm running late on getting all my shit together. Easy peasy curriculum. Easy peasy homeschool curriculum. Look up that. It's free. Completely free. Online. If you want to have like a whole book structure, you can buy it, but it is completely free. Look it up before you start buying stuff. Start with that. Get to know your kids. Get to know yourself. Get to know your schedule. Get to know how your family actually works when it's without pressure, Lower your expectations down, guys. Lower them down. There's no reason to set ourselves up for failure when we don't have to, We got the world doing that. We don't need to do that to ourselves. All right. Well, it is that time of night. I'm going to bed. Hope you guys have a good one. Bye.